What's up everyone and welcome back to the UFC News Hub. Today let's get started with Daniel Cormier says Islam Makhachev will fight Justin Gaethje next. Daniel Cormier believes that Islam Makhachev's next fight will be against Justin Gaethje. Recently we reported that Michael Bisping also shares this opinion, and now it seems Cormier is on the same page. On a recent episode of Funky and the Champ, Cormier explained that he thinks Makhachev will ask the UFC to book a fight against Gaethje for the lightweight title. Daniel Cormier said, "I honestly believe that's who's gonna fight for the belt. I believe it's gonna be Gaethje. Yeah, Gaethje lost 2 fights ago though. Gaethje lost. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Gaethje. I think that if I'm Team Makhachev, I'm asking for Justin Gaethje because that's a big name fight. It's the guy that carries a lot of name recognition. I think that's gonna be the fight if I'm being honest with you," said Daniel Cormier. Cormier's take carries weight given his close relationship with Islam Makhachev. He understands the mindset of fighters and their camps, making his insight worth considering. While Gaethje remains one of the most dangerous and entertaining lightweights, he is coming off a brutal knockout loss to Max Holloway. Despite that setback, his reputation as an action fighter and fan favorite keeps him in title discussions. If Makhachev and his team are looking for a fight that guarantees excitement, Gaethje is the perfect choice. His aggressive striking, durability, and willingness to engage in wars make every fight a spectacle. However, the question remains, does Gaethje deserve a title shot after a recent knockout loss? The UFC has given title shots under similar circumstances before, prioritizing star power over rankings. Do you agree with Daniel Cormier? Should Justin Gaethje be the next challenger for Islam Makhachev's lightweight title? Or should someone else get the opportunity? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Before we continue, subscribe and click the bell icon to help support the channel. Justin Gaethje talks about Conor McGregor running for Ireland president. Justin Gaethje was in the middle of a conversation when an unexpected question came up, one that had nothing to do with fighting. The topic, Conor McGregor running for president of Ireland. It was a lighthearted moment, but Gaethje's reaction made it even better. As he was speaking, someone jokingly asked if Conor was really going to be the next leader of Ireland. Without missing a beat, Gaethje responded in the most Justin Gaethje way possible. "Daniel, stop calling me for this dumb shutty." Gaethje wasn't having any of it. He made it clear that this was not the kind of conversation he wanted to be pulled into. It all started when he was already on a call talking about fights, future title shots, and everything that actually mattered to him. But then the question about McGregor's political future was thrown into the mix. Gaethje, clearly unimpressed, didn't even try to entertain it. Terrible question. He dismissed it without hesitation. Even when pushed for an answer, Gaethje didn't budge. He said he doesn't know about Ireland, Ben, and he doesn't care. The way he brushed it off made it obvious. He had no interest in discussing McGregor's potential run for office. To him, it was just another distraction from what really mattered, fighting. Gaethje's reaction might have been blunt, but it was classic Gaethje. No nonsense, no unnecessary talk, just straight to the point. Whether McGregor actually has political aspirations or not, one thing is for sure, Justin Gaethje doesn't care. Khamzat breaks silence on going to Ireland to find Conor McGregor. Years ago, before Khamzat Chimaev and Khabib Nurmagomedov put an end to any tension between them following an altercation involving Khabib's cousin, Abu Bakr Nurmagomedov, there were wild rumors circulating. Word spread that Khamzat was heading to Ireland, supposedly to help Conor McGregor train for his upcoming fight against Khabib. But the truth? It was far from that. During a recent interview with Makhachev, Khamzat finally broke his silence on the situation, revealing what really happened. Many believed he was flying to Ireland to join McGregor's camp, but in reality, his intentions were completely different. He wasn't going to help Conor, he was going to confront him. The reason? McGregor had made disrespectful comments about Chechnya and had also posted footage of himself dropping a Chechen black belt, Aigan Akhmedov, in a sparring session. That didn't sit well with Khamzat. He felt like he had to do something about it. "I just saw one of our guys, my compatriot. Conor dropped him in sparring and posted a picture. My friends told me to spar with him and I flew over there. I wanted to squash him. Some people probably thought that I wanted to go there to help him prepare against Khabib," Khamzat Chimaev said. But it wasn't just about the sparring footage or the disrespectful comments before the fight. For Khamzat, this was about something bigger. It was about his people, his culture, his pride. He wasn't just standing up for Khabib, he was standing up for all of them. Not just for Khabib, for our pride, our dignity, for all of us. "If I didn't manage to hit him, I'd throw some object if there was a group of them," Khamzat Chimaev said. However, things didn't exactly go as planned. When Khamzat landed in Ireland, he was immediately detained by police at the airport. Authorities weren't taking any chances, especially given the bad blood between Khabib's camp and McGregor's team. Khamzat was held, questioned, and ultimately sent back to Sweden before he even had the chance to set foot outside. As of now, McGregor has yet to respond to Khamzat's claims, but given his history and his never-ending hostility towards anyone associated with Khabib, it wouldn't be surprising if he fired back soon. The former champ never backs down from a war of words, and this situation might just reignite an old rivalry that never fully faded away. UFC settles lawsuit for $1.2 million. The UFC has officially settled a lawsuit for $1.2 million, marking another legal battle coming to an end for the organization. This time, the issue wasn't about fighter pay or competition, but something that directly affected fans: Fight Pass subscriptions. The lawsuit alleged that the UFC violated federal laws by automatically renewing Fight Pass subscriptions without providing proper disclosures or obtaining clear consent from users. Fans in several states, including California, Florida, New York, and more, were affected. For those who subscribed to Fight Pass between October 11th, 2018 and January 21st, 2025, the lawsuit claimed that the UFC failed to properly inform them about the renewal terms in the fine print. That lack of transparency led to the class action lawsuit, and rather than drag it out, the UFC decided to settle. The settlement not only covers the financial compensation, but also includes an admission of fault on the UFC's part. As a result, affected Fight Pass users will have two options: either receive a check for $9.99 or get 2 free months of Fight Pass. While this might not seem like a massive payout, it's a significant moment that highlights how companies, even giants like the UFC, need to be clear and upfront with their customers about billing practices. This lawsuit follows the high-profile antitrust case that fighters from the Levi Zuffa class brought against the UFC, which was also settled recently. While details of that settlement remain under wraps, the fact that the UFC is making moves to resolve multiple lawsuits suggests they are looking to clean up their legal slate. Lawsuits like these often raise questions about how major sports organizations operate behind the scenes, and fans will likely be paying close attention to whether the UFC makes any changes to its subscription policies moving forward.